Jen Psaki, responding to John Cornyn's complaint, the man said pretty much, is Biden really running things? He's not really outside. He's not really doing press conferences. He's not tweeting as much. Like, who's really, like, he's feeding the QAnon base, in other words. And that's a senator. Oh, yay, Trump is gone. Yay, it's all over. Yay, I can't believe it. The Wicked Witch is dead. Yay. There were two wicked witches. Yes, one was a beautiful princess, but that didn't stop them from labeling her the wicked witch. I can confirm that the President of the United States does not spend his time tweeting conspiracy theories. He spends his time working for the American people. Obama ain't tweet like that. How many presidents have had use of Twitter? Yo. It's like I really, really, really need y'all to wrap your heads around the idea that Twitter is younger than almost every generation that exists right now. I really, really want people to like understand that. Twitter is so young that it is amazing that a news correspondent that gets to look at, view, and ask questions to some of the most high ranking officials in the country, if not the high ranking official of the country. And the first thing you think about is, man, that man don't tweet as much as the last guy. He is 78 years old. Why is he on Twitter? Why would he personally spend an hour of his day on a social media? He runs the military. This is how I know that every argument on a right winger side has zero to do with reality. He is literally running the military. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, what are you saying? How are you what? Huh? Like so I'm looking at this comment right now. She still didn't answer the question. Instead, she prefers to sling zingers as if that is cute. Reminder that press secretaries are there to push propaganda in their party line. I don't. I know that that is a name, eight numbers, whatever, and there's a bunch of them there. But like, what, what exactly is a president supposed to do? Like this is a non mute point. Like I'm gonna end up filling up time complaining about like where that's leading because I need you to understand where that's leading. You've heard the song "Cult of Personality" before, right? By whoa, 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 In Living Color or Living Color, sorry. Yeah, Living Color. I don't know why I couldn't think of that immediately. Oh. Don't revoke my black card, please. Um, you know that cult of personalities exist. Let me do you a quick favor and let me show you the definition of cult of personality. Yeah, of course that's going to come up now. A cult of personality or a cult of the leader arises when a country's regime, or more rarely an individual, uses the techniques of mass media propaganda, the big lie, spectacle, the arts, patriotism, and government organized demonstrations and rallies to create an idealized, heroic, and worshipful image of a leader, often through unquestioning flattery and praise. Does that sound like somebody you know? Does that sound like something you know? I wanted to see if they were going to have something on United States. Often, a single leader became associated with this revolutionary transformation and came to be treated as a benevolent guide for the nation, without whom the transformation to a better future could not occur. Does that sound familiar to you. This is my overarching problem with stuff like this is that there are a group of individuals who have massive power in the United States, the ability to write laws and change social doctrines. And they will say this out loud, not understanding Biden is not a cult of personality. Obama wasn't a cult of personality. Nixon was a cult of personality. Reagan was a cult of personality. I want to go a little further. We can go Lyndon B. Johnson. Maybe we can make an argument for Jimmy Carter. Maybe George W. Bush. I don't know. It's a little mixed there. But they were. That response that you're seeing on screen right now is telling me that the senators want a cult of personality because that's who's going to win the presidency. We had one, and the excitement, like I'll go back to this. When Trump was in the news all the time, it was always like, oh man, what Trump say now? What Trump say now? Oh, he's gonna do a debate. I gotta see this. I gotta see him in bed. You see, we all either wanted to see him fail or succeed. The problem was that the people who wanted to see him succeed don't have the recognizance to see that Trump wasn't succeeding, period. He had the thing that every fucking Republican and white supremacist and everybody who felt like they were being replaced, Charlottesville, he had the thing that they all didn't have. The ability to become a cult of personality. Therefore, he didn't have to say out loud, kill the black people. He could say something so far off and people would interpret it as such. He would never roll back on those statements because he knew he was saying the quiet part out loud. He was the guy. He is the cult of personality. He is the savior of the United States. Now, you would say Donald Trump is clearly not capable enough to pull us out of out of all the human beings in this country. I'd rather give it to Bill Gates or fuck it, like Elon or Jeff if I was to go in that direction. Like, Donald Trump is a nobody. But because nobody decided to do that, he became the guy. So stop thinking about things like this as they're just trying to pick on him. They can't find anything wrong on him. That is correct. And I'm not saying you should not think that way, because that is the truth. The deeper side of this is becoming what they want out of politicians, because that's garnering power. Because the way we deal in society right now, I really want to say during the pandemic, more than how we've evolved as a society thus far, is through listening to bigger people tell us how to think. That is why I hate when people say, oh, I'm a free thinker. I don't listen to the mainstream media news. I'm like, yeah, if you don't, then you should objectively see everything. And it's amazing that you're repeating the same things Fox News is saying, but you a free thinker? Being a free thinker does not mean just rejecting anything and looking at YouTube for answers. Being a free thinker does not mean anything that anybody says from a position of authority is wrong and that your way is the right way. Because if we wanted to go in that direction, then why do you like Trump? Are you countering the narrative that the news is telling you to? But it's crazy because the news is reporting things that people had opinions on before the news reported on them. Trump could have been the most amazing president for the economy. He still enabled white supremacists to feel safe and that they could rise up again. Now, you would say, well, he never said anything about that. He denounced it. It don't matter. I really want you to point this out, especially after Charlottesville. There were fine people on both sides. Now, you've heard that, and then you hear the other part, I denounce racism, I denounce extremism on both sides, blah, blah, blah. But when it came time for him to be reelected, you got to get on Antifa, bro. You got to get on Black Lives Matter, bro. because he's not alienating those people. Those people support him. Those people are at his rallies. He cares about what people think of him. That's why he went on a whole thing about how Twitter's trending makes me look bad. Now that we have a president that literally is old enough to, and as a president that doesn't give a shit about this, now it's a problem because that void is empty. So now they have to fill it with a bunch of problems before people say, wow, I thought Biden was going to be like the worst president ever, but nothing's really changed. I mean, police are still out there doing their thing, shooting people. The economy's on an upswing. People are getting vaccinated. The jobs are opening up. Things that I thought Biden was going to be horrible. Now, somebody who looks deeper into it would obviously say, like, oh, this, that, and the other is happening. But, like, at surface level, nothing changed. Donald Trump said he was going to leave. He ain't even do that. So maybe your outrage over the fact that Biden doesn't say anything is more because you're trying to nitpick who he supports and who to attack. Because the Republicans do that out loud. The Democrats do that in private. And sometimes when it comes to big social issues and things that need like careful consideration and attention, sometimes it's nice to not have somebody with like the reach of, the entire world, the entire United States. No, the president of the United States does have a manufacturing hand in the world. Maybe it's better that they don't express their opinions as though they were directly coming from the mouth of the person. And maybe it's nice instead of, thoughts and prayers and, that guy's bad or this girl really likes me, so you should vote for her. It's bad. Maybe it's just time for us to have our own opinions. And that's why this is happening. And that's why senators are saying, he's not even doing press cut. Like, how many does he need to do? Did you not see the wreckage that the last guy left? Did you not see this coming? Case in point.